Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big.
Yes.
More music.
Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big. This is big. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. GTR News. GTR News. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Good afternoon. It's time for the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. As usual, I go by the name Regina Bless. So to our top stories. Group demands justice for man who died in police custody. Boyfriend of slain Cape Coast Technical University student arrested. This and more stories coming up.
Get it big, get it here. Listen to all your live mixes, live radio programs, and live entertaining and news package programs right here from GTR, Ghana Talks Radio.
Welcome back from the break. So to our main story, a pressure group calling itself Justice for Albert's Donkor movement in the Nkoranza South municipality of the Bono East region is demanding justice for a 27-year-old businessman, Albert Donkor, who died under mysterious circumstances. Albert was arrested at his mother's residence at Kasijan on April 25, 2022 at 1 o'clock a.m. over his alleged involvement in a robbery incident that happened on the Nkoranza Kintampon Road. He subsequently passed on while in police custody. The Member of Parliament for Nkoranza South, Emmanuel Kojo Ejekum, has said Albert was denied access to a lawyer and his family members after his arrest. The group has thus called on the Inspector General of Police, George Akufu-Dampare, to ensure that the police personnel alleged to be involved in Albert's death are brought to book. We want the IGP and the President to intervene. The IGP should interdict this policeman so that through the interdiction, we can get a fair trial for our brother. The convener of the group, Nana Ej Bafor, said. Meanwhile, the Bono Police Regional Commander DCOP, Moses Atibila, has called on residents to stay calm as the police service investigates the incident. I met the youth, the chief, the Queen Mother, and the family itself. I tried to impress upon them to be calm and not to do what they were doing. I agreed with them that they need to show that they were not happy, but afterward, they should put that aside and let us work together. To our next story. Boyfriend of slain Cape Coast Technical University student arrested. The boyfriend of the Cape Coast Technical University student, believed to have been killed for rituals, has been arrested and subsequently remanded by a Cape Coast Circuit Court. The suspect, Nicholas Atuprang Taylor, was arraigned on Monday, May 16, 2022, and was remanded into police custody to reappear on May 31, 2022, at the Cape Coast District Court B. He has been charged with murder. The victim, 24-year-old Nana Ama Clark, was a level 300 marketing student. She was found dead at Ola Estate in Cape Coast with her vagina carved out. Meanwhile, some students of CCTU on Sunday night held a vigil in honor of their murdered schoolmate, Nana Ama Clark. The management of the university, in a statement, also called on the Ghana Police Service to expedite its investigation into the death and bring the perpetrators of this gruesome murder to face the full rigors of the law. In the meantime, management wishes to assure students, parents, guardians, and the general public that security at the university remains strong, the school added. To our next story. Phone thief made to clean gutter, feed, and giving new clothes. A 22-year-old Nigerian national could not believe his luck when a group that caught him stealing a mobile phone gave him a kind treatment. The incident took place in Accra's suburb of Akotalante near Jamestown. The human treatment of a stealer was at instance of a man believed to be a leader in the community, but for him, Aliura John could have suffered an instant justice for his act, which took place on Saturday, May 14th. Instead of handing him over to the police, The resident asked the young man to clean a dirty gutter in the locality, after which they served him 4 bowls of banku with fish, a bottled water, and a drink of his choice. He was given protective boots and a shovel to aid him in undertaking the task. To prevent him from escaping, his waist was tied with a thick rope held at one end by a man all through the cleaning task. After completing that task, the young man was allowed to take his bath, given a new set of clothes, and taken to one of the nice restaurants in the locality, where he was served a sumptuous curry to his satisfaction. Upon a request by the kind-hearted leader, Aliyah John was looked quite solemn, appreciated the resident for not taking his life. Uganda people are very good people. If it were a different community, they would have killed me. I won't steal again, he promised in one of 2 videos that have been shared on Facebook. On his part, the youth leader cautioned him not to attempt stealing again because he may not be lucky the next time. We are kind. Guns won't kill you. We change your clothing, helped you shower, and fed you. We chose to treat you in this manner, though we found you stealing, he noted. To our next story. Mother of Major Mahama. Prosecution closes case against accused persons. The defense lawyers are asking the court to acquit their clients without having them present a defense. Lawyers for the defense also indicated that they intend to file a submission of no case application before the courts. The presiding judge, Justice Mariama Owusu, added the defense lawyers to do so within the next 2 weeks. The court has adjourned to Monday, May 30th, 2022. The late Major was on duty at Dintra Obuasi in the Central Region when on May 29, 2017, some residents allegedly mistook him for an armed robber and lynched him. Ignoring his persistent plea that he was an officer with the Ghana Armed Forces. The accused persons are William Ba, the assembly member of Dintra Obuasi, Bernard Asamoah, Alliance Daddy, Kofi Nyameche, aka Abortion, Akwesibua, Kwame Tufo, Joseph Appiah Kubi, Michael Enim, and Bismarck Donkor. The others are John Bosi Akwesi, Charles Kwanen, Emmanuel Bismarck, and Kojo. Major Mahama became a national hero following the callous manner in which he was killed by the very people he had been deployed to protect. He was given a state burial, and the government resolved to cater to his wife and 2 children with the establishment of the Mahama Trust Fund, which is currently before Parliament. Mahama was promoted posthumously to the full rank of Major by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo at a remembrance ceremony of the late soldier. To our next story. 45-year-old man slashes 56-year-old girlfriend with cutlass for denying him sex. The victim, Appiah Mensah, is currently receiving treatment at the Ebura Donkor Government Hospital in the Central Region. The bloody incident occurred at Apakramba on Sunday, May 15, 2022, around 1:30 p.m. It is reported that a misunderstanding had ensued between the lovers over sex before it escalated. In the course of the argument, Bob became overly furious and reached for a cutlass under his bed and slashed the victim. Despite the multiple severe wounds inflicted on her, Appiah Mensah managed to escape and cried for help. Drawing the attention of neighbors who rushed her to the Ebura Donkor Government Hospital. After committing the crime, Bob attempted to abscond, but the residents gave him a hot chase and apprehended him. Reports say he was nearly lynched by the angry residents after his arrest. Bob is reported to be in the habit of assaulting his lover anytime he sees her with another man. He had reportedly seen her with another man the night before the incident. In a related report, a 39-year-old fetish priest, Kwesi Tando, has shot and killed his wife Abna Kesewa, and a year-old child, Richmond Tando, before killing himself. The sad incident occurred at Inyan Obiwinma in the Central Region on Wednesday, May 11, 2022. It is reported that the priest's first daughter told newsmen that her father had threatened to shoot all 5 children as a result of the continuous confusion and tension in the family. The mother of the deceased woman, Adra Oduma, expressed worry over the incident, saying that she had been taking steps to resolve the marital issues between her daughter and husband. The bodies of the deceased were deposited at the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital mortuary for autopsy and preservation, while the other children of the deceased have also been assigned to a counselor. We're going on a quick break. We'll be right back.
GTR News. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Nami Bikozen Legendary, your host for Niger Rendezvous. I feel like make you join me this Saturday and every other Saturday from 12 to 1:30 p.m. as I go to summer you with the latest news and gist directly from our Obodo, Nigeria. Don't forget, you still catch up on all our previous episodes of Niger Rendezvous and other Sengemenge shows via www.GhanaTalkRadio.com, or may you could carry us for your pocket by downloading our Ghana Talk Radio app via Android, Google Play, and iOS App Store. Omo yami, oya, jimasun.
GTR News.
Welcome back from the break. If you just joined, we are live on Ghana Talks Radio, and this is the afternoon news. So, which is some business stories. Jefferson Sackey says journalists deserve better condition of service. A deputy director of communications at the office of the president, Jefferson Sackey, has called on media houses in the country to come up with reasonable conditions of service, especially salaries, to empower journalists in attaining journalism. He expressed worry at no or meager remuneration, non-existent conditions of service, the lack of payment of social security in many media houses as some of the factors that milited against the quality and professionalism of media practitioners in the country. Mr. Sackey, who has extensive experience in journalism practice, was sharing his view on Ghana's recent ranking by Reporters Without Borders with the Daily Graphic. He explained that the aforementioned challenges were part of the reasons for the downward spiral in Ghana's scores as captured by Reporters Without Borders rankings. The downhill spiral in Ghana's scores as captured by Reporters Without Borders cannot be wholly blamed on the government's supposed hostility towards journalists in Ghana. This government has deliberately put several structures in place that rather give journalists access to information, including the passage of the right to information by Parliament in 2019 and signed into law by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in May that same year, he added. To our next business story. I will challenge my dismissal until I get justice, sacked KATH accountant vows. A former employee of the Kungfu Anochi Teaching Hospital says he will challenge the Kumasi High Court's judgment on his dismissal from the facility. Ewuno Atreba, an account officer with KATH, was dismissed last year after he accused the facility's chief executive officer of misappropriating COVID-19 funds. He challenged his dismissal by filing a suit against the hospital and demanded to be reinstated, but the court dismissed his case. The court said the hospital followed due process before sacking Mr. Atreba, hence its decision. Atreba on Eyewitness News indicated that he is resolute in seeking justice. He said his legal team will thus study the court judgment and take action. The fight has not ended. I feel I have a formidable case in which I ought to be served justice. Justice has not been served. I know as time goes on, I will get justice. I am a fighter. I will continue to fight this injustice. Mr. Achebe says his petition to the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice is gaining momentum as the investigative body has commenced its probe into the allegations he has made against the Chief Executive Officer and Medical Director of KATH. He, however, expressed disappointment in the Office of the Special Prosecutor for not even acknowledging receipt of the petition after asking the body to probe the matter since last year. To our next business story. Unemployed nurses demand posting after completing in 2019. The Coalition of Unemployed Nurses and Midwives Association is threatening to embark on a massive demonstration to register their displeasure over the government's failure to give clearance to some of its members who completed school in 2019. The group says the Ministry of Health and Finance granted financial clearance to the 2019 batch in October 2020 but excluded the referral nurses. The government and the Ministry of Health have treated us unfairly. We completed school in 2019, but the results came out. They said we had failed some courses, so we went back to rewrite the papers, but we started national service in 2020 and completed the following year, said the public relations officer for the association, Georgina Kwache. He indicated that the group will continue to protest until they are given clearance and posted. When we were about to complete our rotation, we heard that the portal had been opened for some of our colleagues. We went to the HR, who told us that we shouldn't worry, but these people are cheating us. How can juniors be working with seniors being in the house? In October 2019, members of the association picketed at the Ministry of Health to demand their immediate employment. The group said the action was taken because the ministry failed to give them any positive response regarding financial clearance for their employment. About 6 of the unemployed nurses, including a person living with a disability who took part in the picketing, were arrested and subsequently released after the minority in Parliament condemned the act, describing the situation as an attempt by the government to use the Ghana Police Service to silence them. To our next business story. We have reimbursed over 120,000 people for wrongful e-levy deductions, GRA. According to the authority, it has rectified all the mishaps that happened during the early stages of the e-levy. Speaking to the press in Accra, the head of project management unit at the Ghana Revenue Authority, Isaac Kobina Amwako, who made this known, said, "The data we had for those who had a refund on 1st of May from one particular charging entity was around 120,000 customers whose monies have been refunded for 1st of May. I do not have the statistics for the other charging entities and for the other days that the reversal has been made. We have met Mobile Money Association and we have seen that the transfers have stabilized. People are now gaining confidence that when they transact with the vendors, cash is not affected by the e-levy. Cash out is also not affected by e-levy, and with the provision for also online businesses where they are being protected so that when you are purchasing online, you don't have to pay e-levy." In an earlier interview, Mr. Amwako had said that the authority received feedback from some charging entities, including the banks and telecom companies, but a daily report will be a run on all transactions to see the way forward. He said the feedback we got from one of the charging entities is that the configuration for off-net for less than 100 and below is being charged, which is in 2 folds. The first fold is that 100 and below, whether on net or off net, does not attract e-levy irrespective, but at the moment it's a technical hitch, so it will be ratified automatically once the transaction is detected. He added they will run an end of day report for all transactions below 100 transactions that were not supposed to attract the levy and were charged.
GTR News.
The customers don't need to do any intervention. If indeed the investigation shows that it was the first 100 cedis or below for the day, the amount will be refunded. We're going on a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Hello and welcome to Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Ohima Chimude and my host DJ Cham. On Odomunsam last week we discussed Does Love Disappoint, and it was engaging.
Because it will be a disappointing. You actually the root of disappointment. A certificate. A carbon will be disappointing. Makatre Ohima say me worry no. Me no Ohima na ebo bra. Me do Ohima e school e bia me hwe no. Ohima timi akodura buchi and as in school no education timi ne kone ni ma obobra. At the end of the day no Ohima akodura buchi ba ya. O say me nware obi. What I say? Me timi anyone tena bi. E dey nti na Ohima ntimi ne mentena. Nyame adom na education kone nim. Ene makoye ma no nti ontimi enware obi. One we disappoint me. Me time.
Yeah.
Misika.
Join us this Thursday as we talk through will you have sex with someone to save your partner's life? Live on Ghana Talks Radio. Join us live as we stream live on Facebook and listen via our website www.ghanatalksradio.com or our app, or you can call our studio line 020-254-4614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. GTR News.
Welcome back from the break. If you just joined, you're live on Ghana Talks Radio, and this is the afternoon news. So to some entertainment story. Majid Michel confesses to stealing taxi drivers' money to pay him. The Ghanaian actor, who is also now an evangelist, engaged in the thievery because he was broke. He disclosed this during Angel FM's 3030 segment show hosted by Ochamin Kofi. Detailing the incident, Majid Misho said, I used to take taxis, the trotro taxi type, not the taxi that drops you. So when I sit in a taxi, I would take the money from the gear area where the drivers leave their coins and then put it in my pocket. This wouldn't be the first time the actor has disclosed that at a point in life, he was triumphant. Earlier this year, Majid revealed that he once engaged in drugs. I used to go out to drink, go and booze. We go and smoke, get into fight on the street. So I did some drugs. We tried something to see how it goes, he told Fifi Forson, the host of the Sunday show. Speaking about how addiction to alcohol and drugs nearly wrecked him, he advised that friends are critical. If you're a young guy, be careful in choosing them because your friends are very critical in your life. Majid Michel, over the past few weeks, has been preaching the gospel, which came as a surprise to most of his followers. However, he notes that I have always known God all my life. There was no turning point. Since I remembered being aware in life, I have known God. The revelation, however, landed Majid in trouble with the Ghana Narcotics Control Board during an interview in April on OKFM. He said I had an over 1 hour interview after said I had done drugs and that I didn't see anything wrong with it. I said I see nothing wrong with it because it's a plant and God created the plant. So I didn't see anything wrong with weed. Abeku Santana, guess what happened? That's why I think we shouldn't joke with the laws in Ghana. On Monday morning at 8 a.m. they picked me up from house for that statement. To our next entertainment story. Nana Appiah Mensah Nam1 promises to fix things as he claps in birthday video. Turned 38 years on May 16, 2022, Nam1 posted a video on social media page, Instagram precisely, to express his elation about being a year older. In the video, the embattled business executive is seen in a dark room with dim-colored lights with music playing loudly behind as seen in clap settings. Let's go watch the video. So Nam1, who shamed and brothered and gleefully booped his head to the music being played from behind as he calmly films himself on camera wearing a corporate suit. Sharing the video, Nam1 thanked well wishers and flagged hope to aggrieved Men's Gold customers, mentioning that he is bent on fixing Men's Gold as soon as possible. He stated that the overwhelming love expressed to him on his birthday is the motivating factor for him to fix the company like the speed of light. A knit Templar is truly a fearless knit and secure on every side, for his soul is protected by an arm of faith, just as his body is protected by an arm of steel. He is thus deeply armed and need fear neither demons nor men. Behold, the light is reborn. Thanks to you all for the best wishes. You all gives me an edge, a good reason to want to fix Men's Gold swiftly, like the speed of light. I'm motivated. God willing, we shall have clean slate a year by now. That was his caption on the video. So to our last entertainment story. Mina and Zionfelix allegedly break up after his family refused to allow them to marry. It ended in tears, premium tears actually. New reports claim that the relationship between Ghanaian blogger Zionfelix and his baby mama Mina is over. It has hit the rocks. The relationship is dead. It is done. Finito. Zion is now apparently free to make his second baby mama, Erica, his official wife if he so inclined. According to reports, Mina finally gave up and left the relationship after Zionfelix's father made it clear they are never going to accept her into their family. In a report by Insta blogger Tutugwa, Zionfelix's father allegedly sent Mina a text message breaking up their relationship. He allegedly told her he will never allow her to marry his son. Zion's family allegedly kicked against Mina for being older than Zion. Meanwhile, Mina has allegedly been with Zionfelix through thick and thin, and now that he's somebody, she has to let him go. You will recall that Zionfelix impregnated Ghanaian gospel singer based in Italy, Erica, right around the same time his serious girlfriend Mina was pregnant. Both women delivered and have since been fighting for the blogger's affections. Erica apparently has a comfortable lead because Zionfelix was forced to do a traditional knocking. Erica apparently have a comfortable lead, with Mina now out of the picture. This is where we end the afternoon news on Ghana Talks Radio. As usual, I go by the name Regina Blaze. Stay tuned for the sporty bit on Ghana Talks Radio. See you.
Get it big, get it here. Listen to all your live mixes, live radio programs, and live entertaining and news package programs right here from GTR, Ghana Talks Radio.